Why, hello, everybody. It seems like it's another beautiful day in the world of Minecraft. I'm going to start off this episode, I suppose, or maybe just session, I'm going to call them sessions, by just removing all these death points. Now, I think I would like to move on with what we were doing. Oh, that guy is not dead. Yikes, very hard to move on with what we were doing, which is gathering resources to better myself when a skeleton's gonna kill me. Oh, just cleared my death points too. Hey, but I spawn in my bed. That checks out. Yeah, so it seems like the mobs that are people don't disappear. And with skeletons doing 2 hearts of damage, this is going to be a very brutal mod pack unless I get myself some better armor or something in the near future. Now, to start off this episode, we're just going to be going straight into Tinker's Construct. As much as I love gathering gravel and all sorts of other fun materials, which I'm going to need for Tinker's Construct, I'm realizing that my tools and armor just aren't up to snuff. They don't meet what I would like to call par. And now that I have cobblestone, it's actually possible for me to start some of the more basic things that you can do in Minecraft. That being furnaces, animal farms, making some decent tools, and potentially with this gravel here, I could even make some relatively good armor using Tinkerer's construct. I also want to make fence posts that allow me to section off my different fields. There's a lot of stuff I'd like to do for looks, given sort of the size of the world. With this being my house, I'm fine with that. I'm just going to kind of not worry too much about looks and just build on it functionally. So one thing that is important for Tinker's Construct is that I actually need clay and I need gravel and sand. So let's just go ahead and let's do the most basic of Tinker's Construct. So I'm going to go ahead and type at Tinkerers, as it will be important, but for now I actually know most of the recipes right off the top of my head. So we're going to go ahead and start off with one of the more important recipes, which are these little things right here, called blink patterns. I'll show you why they're important in just a moment, but more important than anything else, let's get our tool station. Let's go ahead and get our stencil table. Let's get you know what I should do? I should take one of these chests back. Oh, wrong side. Okay, let's go ahead and empty out some more items in my inventory. Stencil table. Let's get a pattern chest, which is useful. And let's get a part builder is the last piece we need. And that is pretty much everything for Tinker's Construct. Now I'm just going to go ahead and place it right here for now, which is not going to last very long with all these slimes around. Oh, gravel, that's actually kind of useful. And judging by just how weak my sword is, it's very clear that I'm actually desperately in need of some of this stuff. Ooh, are slime boots a thing? Let me check. Slime boots, I don't see them. They're very overpowered boots and they're very simple to make, so I just thought it would be cool if we had slime boots, but no, of course we don't. Anyways, so let's go ahead and move this to be sort of in line with the main structure of our house. So I will do a stencil table. Ooh, I could actually make this look kind of cool. Let's do a stencil table, a pattern chest, and boom. And now I can go ahead and carve out a hole in my wall. Oh no, slime! We're gonna have to move slime. Okay, there's slime. And now that is essentially everything. So let's go ahead and make the most basic tools to start off with. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to get a hatchet, and a shovel. This will let me make my first real useful tool. And I'll go ahead and turn this axe head with bone to a bone axe head. Now the bone is gone because I've used it all. So I'm going to use some wood to make a wooden shovel. And I'm going to use a tool rod to make a wooden tool rod. And with this, I should be able to make a matchlock. A very useful tool. It lets me do a lot of things. It's one of the more versatile tools, and it'll take the place of my axe and a shovel. It does decent damage, but the sword is in fact better. So I'll go ahead and just use this sword to kill these last couple slimes, and then I'm going to work on collecting a bit more. Let's use the stone trees because they are closer and a little less important for me to manage. I don't need a ton of these cobblestone trees this millisecond, I don't think. So just having the ones we have is good enough for me. So let's walk back over here, get a couple of these logs back out, and let's go ahead and make our first sword blade. Here we go. Then we need to choose a type of handle. Now, in this version of the mod, it seems that this will sweep and actually work, so I'm going to go ahead and make a normal sword. Now, there are a few other types of sword. The rapier, which lets you jump back, but backpedaling doesn't help when there's archers. And the longsword, which lets me charge forward, which is actually good for archers. However, slimes are going to be my worst enemy. So let's go ahead and make ourselves a quick wooden sword. So here's this. Here is a cross guard, or a wide guard, and here's a sword blade. And this should allow me to make a healthy wooden sword blade. Here we go. It actually does the same attack as my wooden sword. So it is the exact same. However, I have better materials. Oops, I should not have made that. Well, I'll keep that around because it will be useful later on in the mod. This flint right here. Flint is a very good weapon for damage. It does more attack than an actual sword, and it does more damage to unarmored enemies. And so what you can do is you can actually go ahead and go into the forge section here, and you can just place the flint blade here, and you can see I now do 4.9 damage, which will let me do 4.9 damage. And just like that, you can see I actually get the little like smite notification whenever I attack anything. That had 5.2 health, and I still instantly killed it. So this is a very good little blade. Does a bit of extra damage despite not really needing too much more materials. Very useful. And because it's got wooden on it, it should very slowly automatically heal itself. That is usually what wood does in this mod. However, I don't know this version by heart. Now this has an axe, so this actually does more damage because it has an axe attached to it. However, swords swing faster. So at the end of the day, because this thing's attack speed is 3 and this one is less than that, it is 1.6, so this thing is way faster. So it actually gets to do more damage. That's a fact. Swords are better than axes in this version of Minecraft. It's just a fact. Swords do more damage, just not per hit. So if you're only going to get one hit off on your opponent, use an axe. But if you're going to get multiple hits off on an opponent, you should always have a sword. That is true for vanilla Minecraft as well. Anyone out there who is skeptical, just look it up. Just take a quick peek and you'll see. If you've ever watched like Dream or Techno, rest in peace, rest his soul. One of the best content creators out there. So sad that he's gone, but if you watch him, you'll know that occasionally they do actually use swords. They choose swords because they are good in like tournament situations where you are forced to hit an opponent multiple times. If you're both wearing armor as well, it's usually good. Let's here. They have a faster time to kill. Oh, I hear an enemy coming up. Little schlim. Okay, just gonna get a bit more of this dirt tree, sapling and all that, and the resins and whatnot, just because I sort of can, really. Alright, and now there's actually an extra thing I completely forgot about. So, one thing about this version of Tinker's Construct is they actually have the Tinker's Armory, which I don't play around much with. I don't really usually play with mods that have Tinker's Armory, but it's not all that different than normal Tinker's Construct from what I understand. Essentially, it just lets you make armor. However, I do not know all the different armor modifiers off the top of my head. Unlike tools, where pretty much all the way up until the sort of vanilla in-game, which would be cobalt and mycelium and andesite. Those are the three final like in-game materials for Tinker's Construct. And I can tell you what each of those things do. And you find them in the Nether, and I can tell you how to get them, and it's a bunch of cool stuff. However, Tinker's Armory, I have no idea. I simply could not tell you what any of the different materials really do. Let's go ahead and use these petrified saplings the way they were intended to be used, which is as saplings. Kind of how I always plan to use them anyways, but you know, good to keep in mind, I suppose. See a wooden crook. This will actually let me get torches as well if I want them, which I kind of do. Okay. Let's see what else I can do. Let's go ahead and put down these extra petrified saplings that I'm getting. And I'm going to need sand and whatnot to move forward in Tinker's Construct in the future. But for now, this is actually kind of all that I need. So let's go ahead and place down the last couple of blocks that are going to make up this first little area of Tinker's Construct, which is just going to be these right here. How tall do I make this? 3 blocks with an extra block for the ceiling. Okay. No difficulties at all. I want to keep my house nice and consistent. Except my room, I didn't do that too, but I should have, if I'm honest. I really should have. I'll remove this block right here. Alright. No problemo. Then it shouldn't even really be hard to get a little fence post here. 3 blocks. I'll remove this one real fast, and I'll go ahead and look at that. Another little window for my foraging room. Now I'm actually going to need an armor station. Ooh, that is interesting. I have no idea how to make that. Let's see, at Tinker's Construct, and that is a tool forage. Tool forage at Tinker's Armory should be a thing here. Tool station, tool forage. But where is the armor station? It's probably right in front of me. I'm sure that everybody is yelling right now, or anyone who's watching this. By the way, if you've gotten this far into the video, thank you so much for watching this long. I would really appreciate it if you subscribe, but no pressure at all. Oh wow, that takes a lot of stencils. I should have another crafting table in here. I'll do it right at my feet. Just an extra crafting table. And then I should do this. Boom, boom. Here we go. Bamskis. And then I'll make one more crafting table. And then I will do this. You know what I'm not even thinking about? This mod probably has crafting table on a stick. There it is. Yep, I should have thought of that. Oh, these crafting tables are a waste. There we go. Here's a crafting table on a stick. Put this dirt back in place. Now I'm going to pick up this crafting table right here. Go ahead and put away some of my extra resin and whatnot. And then put away this extra crafting table. Fill in this dirt. Okay. This crafting table is stick to be in my inventory, but here we go. And this lets me make armor of all sorts of different shapes and sizes. However, just to start off with, let's just make the basics. So that's going to require 1, 2, I'm going to put these up here. So what this is going to need is it's actually going to need a helmet. It's going to need an armor tent. It's going to need armor plates. Then all the different armor cores for whatever reason. And that seems to be it. I should also get a pickaxe ready because in the future I'm going to want a pickaxe. And I think that should be everything for now. So let's go ahead and start out by making myself a bunch of the different basic armors. So here's a wooden helmet core. Here is a wooden chestplate core. I actually made 2 of these, which is a tragedy. It will again be useful later, but right now it's just not very helpful to me. I'm going to need a pair of leggings, or legging core I should say. Then I'll need these wooden boots. Now the next thing is I actually need what is the underlining armor plates and the armor trim. So with Tinker's Construct, there's actually these books. Let's see if I can't find one. There are these different... Oh! Slime boots. Yes. Yes. I'm going to get some of those. Those aren't useful now at this very second. But what they do is they actually let you travel around the world a little faster, and they negate fall damage. So if I were to go ahead and throw a pair of these boots on, and while they aren't useful at this very second, should just go ahead and do this. Then what is it? It's like F12. What's the screenshot button? Oh, that is the minimize my tab button. That's not very professional. I probably shouldn't just press all the F buttons and then hope that things work out. I'm just going to stop. Okay, F5. So if you jump off, it'll let you bounce around. Completely negate fall damage, and like a slime, I can just sort of hop around. It is very trippy to walk around like this. I'm like bouncing. Anyways, what was I doing? Yeah, of course. Okay, let me just close all these, take these boots off, put them in a chest, and let's go ahead and just finish up my armor, and I think we can call it there. So... finishing up exploring Tinker's Construct by just making some full wood armor. Now, no, this is not going to be very good. Right here, it's actually telling me that this wooden material is not very strong. It's not very durable. It's not particularly tough either. And it is giving me a modifier of 1. And then it gives 3 defense. So this stuff is just not strong. If you're looking for good armor, definitely go ahead and use like flint, I believe, or bone. Those are both generally good materials to use in Tinker's Construct early game is bone and whatnot, but I don't have the bone tree. So for me, I'm going to go ahead and make myself, boom, wooden helmet. Then I'm going to go ahead and make myself a wooden chest plate. Then some wooden leggings, and finally, some wooden boots. Now I'm going to go ahead and pop all those on, and there I go. I don't know. It's not as cool. I actually kind of prefer the helmet off, if I'm completely honest. But if I have the helmet off, I'm not as defended. So we're going to go ahead and leave that helmet on. Or you know what? If I can just remember how to take a screenshot, that is like a pretty good screenshot. Hold up, let me see if I can't. Oh no, that's a slime. Let me see if I can't figure out how to how to screenshot real fast, because that would be a pretty decent screenshot to have. If I can't screenshot, it's fine though. It happens sometimes. I might just have to give up. Okay, one last shot. Okay, F5, F5. F7? No. F6. F5. Nope. F4. F2. F3. F2! Hey, there we go. Let's do a nice one. Like this. Yeah. Okay. F2. Or maybe like this. Yeah, I like that one the most. Okay, let's go ahead and go back inside. That's not very professional. I'm sure that it's not entertaining to just watch me get a thumbnail for my video. In the future, I'll make sure that I don't get the thumbnail for the video during the recording. But that is another Minecraft day down and another video recorded. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the hay, and you guys have a good day. Bye-bye.